What's going on, y'all? It's TCG here, back again with another video, and today I have something pretty damn exciting for you. And you probably saw this if you keep up with One Piece TCG on Twitter, and you follow other content creators on there. A lot of people have been reposting it, maybe even on Facebook, any types of social media. I know you've probably seen this, but this is the One Piece The Best Set announcement video, official from Bandai and One Piece TCG, and I just wanted to watch it together, talk about the cards being reprinted, my advice to you, and yeah, just kind of take a look at what we're getting out of this set, you know, because I personally typically order a couple boxes of each set just to try and pull things. This set, I held back, only got, I think, one or two, and just because it's a reprint set, you know, we're not really getting any new cards in here other than the Sanji leader, as far as we know, and then a whole bunch of new Dawn cards, which we'll get into that in a minute as well. But mainly, it's just a reprint set. It's going to be a collection of a bunch of the best new cards, not new cards, but the best cards from sets 1 through 6, I believe, and yeah, let's just go ahead and dive right into it. So if you haven't seen this video, I will post a link to it down in the description below. Shout out to Orange Samurai D for posting this on his, or reposting this on his Twitter. That's where I'm watching it at. But as you can see, it starts off with the structure decks, the first 4, as well as OP-01, OP-02, OP-03, as well as OP-04. Can you guess what's coming next? OP-05, and then OP-06, and then it counts down to the release date of this, which will be in August for the OCG. I believe in the TCG, we get these in November. And if you're looking for a place to pre-order, I like to go through Gamer's Choice. They're usually pretty good, usually have good prices, and are good about getting it to you on time, as well as, yeah, just a good place to order. That's usually where I vouch for. If people ask me where I get my product from, that's where I ordered these. And if you're looking to pick some up, I'd recommend checking them out. Not sponsored, but just saying, definitely a safe place to order your cards from. But yeah, we're getting the One Piece The Best Set. One Piece card game. Can't read that. Do not speak Japanese. But first card we see getting reprinted at 8-drop Kid. And this card actually has tanked in price significantly because of the OP-01 rewave. This card was sitting at about $40 before that rewave started to hit stores, and now it's shot down to about 20, and I could see it even going lower as people try to move their play sets of these cards, because you're going to be able to pick up new play sets pretty easily out of this reprint set. I imagine that they most of these cards have not only their standard print in here, but they're also going to have alt art versions. Now, I'm wondering if the alt art versions are going to be the versions we can get, or if it's going to be the same super rares. Oh, we just missed another great one. Borsalino blocker. This card has been absurdly overpriced since it came out, and has been an essential blocker in most black decks up until more recently. And then, of course, we have Charlotte Katakuri, the 8-drop secret rare from OP-03. You can't forget about that. This card is just phenomenal and is needed for a lot of yellow decks, and it's out of a lot of people's price range. So having this reprint is really going to significantly drop the value of that. And then OP-04, we have Doflamingo. You know, this card has never seen more than $10, I don't think, but right now he's about $5 a copy because of Bonnie, and that's, I mean, $20 if you're playing 4 of it. You know, it's not cheap, whereas this reprint set might drop that card down to just being $1. So here's the exciting part, is when we actually get to see these pages where it's full of cards that that are confirmed getting reprints in here. And it's not only just these versions, but a lot of these cards are getting alternate arts and other special arts. And we'll talk about that here in just a second. But I mean, let's just go from top left. 5-drop secret rare Yamato. I'm pretty sure that was already announced as getting a reprint, but confirmed again. Tsuru, that's a great 2K played in most black decks. Reiju, another phenomenal card out of 06 that's played in almost every purple deck, just being wildly useful. Izo, also been an uncommon from 01 that's just been multiple dollars since its release because it's an 01 common. Hody Jones, great card, played in almost every green deck, even if it's even just one copy. This card's amazing. Not saying it needed a reprint, but why not? You know, why not make everything more accessible? Then we have 9 Kaido from the starter deck. You know, this did get a promo as a tournament pack entry card, which definitely helped the value of that. You can pick that pretty cheap. But if you want this manga artwork, I mean, it was still a couple more dollars, you know. Now we're gonna have an easy, accessible version. And the one thing I'm questioning or wondering is, like, are they going to keep their same printings? Are all these going to be like common print and not shiny? These super rares, are they going to be not shiny? How are the packs going to be distributed? You know, there's still a lot of questions up in the air about how this is going to be, at least for the TCG and the OCG. I mean, I'd imagine if they printed, say, all these cards now have a common finish instead of a secret rare finish with foil or a super rare finish, like, how are the packs going to be distributed? I don't know. There's a lot of questions still up in the air, but I'm super excited for all these cards to be reprinted. Rad Beam, another one that's been multiple dollars just because it's an uncommon from 01. Shirahoshi, another great card, has multiple prints, but why not? I mean, it just helps people get into the game. Satori, another great card. Blocker Law from the ST10 Ultra deck. Great card for a reprint. Then we have Sanji's Pilaf, another card that has been like $2-3 since its release, just because it's a strong card. It's really only played in Nami, but I mean, come on, why not give it a reprint? 9 Yamato, great card for yellow. 10 Luffy, Gear 5 version, great card. Why not give it a reprint? Brand new, amazing card. Been a great searcher for black ever since its release. 4-drop Blocker Sanji. Hiyori, a great one. This card's been like $15-20 for a little while. And then we have Baby 5 as well, a nice searcher that is played in Bonnie. And then, I mean, here's more. I mean, it's not stopping. We got Blocker Marco, Koala, Boa Hancock, Eustace Captain Kid Blocker, 10-drop Bounce Kaido. We got Searcher Izo, which just got a SP, but I'm wondering if they're going to give it a full art or if they're going to give it a alt art. You know, I'm sure they're keeping some stuff in the bag. They wouldn't reveal everything. We got Toy Soldier. Even Upper Yard is getting a reprint because of Calgara. They play that card. We got 5-drop Law. We got Edward Newgate. We got Charlotte Cracker, Gecko Moria, Charlotte Sparrow, Makino, Ice Age. Great card. I'd love to see another alt art of this. We got one in the premium, the best selection binder, but another one would be cool. We got Ryuma, a great card for Perona and Wano decks. We got Queen Blocker. This one's massive, man. This card has been so expensive for so long, and just recently has been shred to pieces on the prices because of the reprints and all the One Piece stores getting tons of allocation of starter decks and older sets. So Queen has dropped significantly, but it would be great for this card to finally be like a $1 card. And then here we go. It's going to talk about the different foiling. So a lot of cards are going to get this treatment where they are turned into full arts and the art is expanded, a borderless card. And I think that's going to be a great option, a great cheap option for people to bling out their decks if they don't want to spend the money on the super expensive SP or the alt art. If they get one of these, I mean, this looks pretty good to me. It looks like an alt art, even though it's not. Just the borderless looks really, really nice. I think it's a great option and a great touch. And here we can see a great example of a lot of them, as well as a lot of cards that they're also reprinting. Virgo, Charlotte Smoothie. Some of them I'm a little iffy on, like Smoothie. I mean, I guess it needed a reprint, but never saw too much of the light of day. Brand new. This is going to be nice. People are going to like this a lot. Helmeppo, that's a great one from the starter deck. Tony Chopper, that looks awesome. Arlong, Miss Doublefinger, Barto, Dellinger, another Reiju, the baby Reiju. We got the 1-drop Shirahoshi, Marco Blocker. This looks fantastic. Beige, I love it. And then even Wiper, Bello Betty, Neko Mamushi, Nico Robin. Just a whole bunch of them getting these borderless cards. And it makes me wonder if it's going to be every of these rares or uncommons. Or these are all rares. Correct me if I'm wrong, but these are all rare. No, they're not all. Miss Doublefinger's not a rare. Helmeppo, Chopper. Yeah, I think it's just select cards. Who knows? Maybe it could be all cards. But here's another foiling option variant that you can pull in these packs. It's going to be the Straw Hat kind of foil over the artwork, and I'm sure it will look a lot better in person, but for now, I'm not a huge fan of this. Let me know what you think about this down in the comments, and also, if you like this kind of content, make sure to like and subscribe. It really helps me out a lot, and yeah, let me know what you think about this, because I'm not sold on this. I definitely am a fan of the borderless a lot more, but you never know. This could look a lot better in person. It reminds me of Dual Terminal or something like that from Yu-Gi-Oh! They had cards like this that had a lot of dots all over them. But like, for instance, there's 2 cards right there that also have the option to be full art. borderless that also can come in this version. So it makes me wonder if every card is going to have the borderless version or not. So I guess we'll have to see. You know, OCG should be getting this in about a month, maybe a little bit longer, and we'll have some answers when that happens. And I'm sure they're keeping some other stuff tucked up in their sleeve. Bandai loves to do that, but for now, I mean, everything that we've seen so far is banger after banger reprint. And here we have some more secret rares from these sets. We got 9-cost Shanks and 5-drop Yamato, both from 01. 10-drop Kuzan. This is nice. I'm going to need to pick up these. I have the alt secret already, but I'm going to want these. This is nice. They did a really good job with a lot of these artworks. This 10-drop secret Kaido from 05. Nice card. Like, that art is sick, man. They really stepped it up with this. And I imagine these are textured as well. Hody Jones getting another one. The Law Blocker getting one. Hiyori getting another one. Gecko Moria getting one is kind of concerning to me because I hate this card, and I know a lot of people are asking for this card to get the axe, but who knows? Maybe they'll give it this nice reprint, let you play it for a month, and then axe it. We never really know with Bandai. And then even more great alt art cards. We have Marco Blocker getting another alt art. Satori, this one's a fire, man. I love the way this looks. Upper Yard, my brother actually sent me this picture when it was first revealed, or something from a magazine. I can't remember, and I thought it was fake. It did not look like a real card, but apparently it is. And I guess for those Calgara players, they're going to want to get this. One-legged toy soldier. This one's fantastic. Makes me so sad. Love to see it. And of course, the Dawn cards. Now, we'll go in depth in these here in a little bit, but 30 Dawn cards, 30 different Dawn cards. And if you notice, a lot of them pair with leaders, and we'll talk about that here in just a second. But the Dawn cards also come in 3 fucking versions. You have the normal version, you have the gold border version, and then you have a raised texture version. Like, it's crazy. Not to mention, we get a whole new leader in this set that has a manga artwork leader. Like, absolutely insane set so far. Like, for a reprint set to be good, it needs to live up to this. Like, this is it. I think of like the rarity collections in Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, those are bangers. This is right there with it. I mean, we're talking great cards. This is going to allow so many people to get into the game, and it makes me so happy to say that. You know, I know we cover a lot of market watch on this channel and a lot of card prices, and I tell you my thoughts and opinions on when you should pick up or sell cards, but this makes me happy to be able to tell people that you can buy cards without having to worry about them skyrocketing in price. You know, this only covers 1 through 6, but I mean, with the printing that Bandai is starting to do, you know, I've noticed it with 07 prices. Everything is a lot cheaper. Even box prices. Like, I think everything is going to start being way more accessible moving forward, and that excites me a lot. But if you haven't checked out my market watches, definitely make sure to go check those out. But this Sanji leader is awesome. A lot of people are really hyped on it being a leader that can give rush to stuff, and just a nice new 5-drop or 5-life red leader. A lot of people are talking about it for combating the Blackbeard leader from 09. And yeah, awesome leader. And the artwork is sick. And then, of course, just to put the cherry on top of it all, who other than the manga rare Nami? I didn't even know there was going to be a manga rare in here, but of course they got to put Nami in it, and they always have to have one Chase Nami card a set. In my opinion, that's just what they do. And of course, they gave Nami the manga. You know, I was thinking it would be another Luffy manga, but why not Nami, you know? This one I do think is going to be worth quite a bit of money. So if you happen to pull this, I'd recommend grading it. If you're a collector, if not, get rid of that thing. But that's about it for this video, and I know this video did not cover every single card reprinted in this, or all the alt arts, or everything that we know. Like the cover, for instance, this is a reprint of the 2-cost Luffy from Romance Dawn, and that was not in this video. You know, there's a lot more to cover, but I just wanted to touch over everything in this video and let you know what I think you should do. And to be honest, I think I'm going to do this as well. I'm going to pick 2 colors that I really like to play with those up until November, and get rid of the rest of my stuff. I think it's a great time to do that. It's going to get me some of my money back out of these cards, and I paid good money for them. Why not get some of it back out before everything goes down in value? I can pick up a couple alt arts for these colors, mainly focus on those two, and then when this comes back out, if I want to pick up those old cards again, I can, and I'll be able to get them cheap and in different versions. It'll be a great time. But why don't we go ahead and hear a word from our sponsor today, and that is going to be Dueling Guard. And if you haven't checked it out already, Dueling Guard has their One Piece collection live right now, and I actually saw that they are closing pre-orders on all of this stuff in a couple weeks, like 2 weeks. So if you haven't gotten your pre-orders in yet, definitely go to the description below, click that link, use code GumGumTCG, get yourself one of these Zoro boxes, these Luffy boxes, these Grand Line Treasure boxes, get yourself a new binder, get yourself a new playmat. They all look amazing, great quality, great company. Definitely go check it out.
Huh? You still aren't using Dueling Guard? Then you aren't using the best TCG accessories on the market. Dueling Guard makes the highest quality TCG deck boxes with the most stunning artwork I've ever seen. Their modular design allows for easy access to your decks and dice. They don't just make deck boxes, they also make the highest quality binders with side-loading pages to keep your expensive cards safe and protected. They also make high-quality playmats and now even sleeves. I personally use their sleeves on all of my cards and cannot go back to another sleeve after I've been using theirs. They are grippy and slick when you need them to be, and I have no doubts that my cards are protected in them. Gear up with Dueling Guard to protect your cards in style. Don't forget to use code GumGumTCG to get a discount at checkout.
All right, y'all, and then finally for you today, I have all the Dawn in a higher resolution, I guess. It's not too much higher, but we can see them all here, and the leaders that are meant to pair with them, all 30 of them in this set are based off of a past leader. So just starting from the top, we have Ace, then we have a Vivi Dawn, we have a Crocodile Dawn. I'm a personal fan of this one. This one looks awesome. This Kid Dawn, I really couldn't tell what this was until I saw it again, and not a huge fan, but it is still cool. Same with the King Dawn, not a huge fan of it. Gives me Hot Topic vibes, but to each their own. The Law Dawn, I think, is going to be one of the sought-after ones in this set, with Law being just a fan-favorite character and a great playable leader. Definitely one that people are going to want to pick up. Personally, I'm going to be after these Queen Dawns. You know I love to play Queen, and gonna need to get my hands on those. These Rebecca Dawns, I think, are super slept on. Rainbow Field, super nice, bright and colorful. Touching Dawn. Reiju Dawn, you know, if you like your Germa stuff, there you go. Doflamingo Dawn, I think, is going to be another one of the best ones in this set. Definitely one that people are going to be after just because it's Doflamingo. Then, of course, I think Enel Dawns are going to be up there as well. Just, Enel's a fan-favorite character with a great leader card. Like, people are going to want these Dawns to pair with that leader. Hody Jones Dawn, this one's pretty sick too. Big Mom Dawn, not a big fan, but I do like the homies on there. Rob Lucci Dawn will also be up there because of the leader. Not a huge fan of this Luffy Dawn. I feel like we have so many other Luffy Dawn that are way better than this one. It's just a close-up of his eye when he was using hockey or something, and as cool as it is, I do think it was a little bit of a cheap cop-out when all the rest of these have a little bit more to them. This is just a close-up of his eyeball. Then we have the Corazon Dawn, and I think it pairs perfectly with the Doflamingo Dawn. If you have them next to each other, they can create one whole smile. I think that's awesome. Sabo Dawn, I think, is another one that people are going to run after. Just that and the Ace Dawn, those are just fan-favorite characters. You gotta love them. Sakazuki Dawn scares me because this leader's banned, but they did give the reprint, or not the reprint, but the new errata leader. Iceberg Dawn, awesome. Love the little mouse on there. Ivankov Dawn, I also couldn't tell what this one was when I first saw it. And then Magellan Dawn, Moria Dawn, I think will be popular as well. Gotta love those little shadow bats. Whitebeard Dawn, I think, are going to be up there too, but I kind of like the Whitebeard Dawn from 08 more than this, so I'm not sure if this is going to have a good tag on it price-wise. Uta Dawn, not a huge fan of. Kaido Dawn, I think, is pretty sick. Dragon flying up in the sky. People are definitely going to want to get their hands on these. Donut Katakuri Dawn. Love the Odin Dawn. That's just heat, man. It's so awesome. Perona Dawn looked pretty good as well with her silly little ghosts. Yamato Dawn is pretty cool. And then, of course, we have the Zoro Dawn, which I do think will be one of the other hot Dawn in this set to pick up. But, yeah, This set has a lot coming and is a great opportunity for people to get into the game or get those cards that they've been looking at for months and months and just haven't wanted to pick up because of the price tag, or just because of product availability, you know. And I'm really excited for it. And like I said, my advice to you is to pick 1 or 2 colors, stick with those until this set comes out. In the meantime, move the rest of your stuff away to your friends and help other people get into the game, get some of your money back out of your cards, and then if you want them, pick them back up out of the reprint set, because I believe that everything will be abundant. Now, that's about all I have for you today. Like I said, if you haven't already, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.